We have our object now. He's saved in this variable Daniel. We used him here, right? But let's go ahead and use him some more. So let's assume that the character inputs a 3 here. That means on the branch it's going to do loot escape. Okay? So over in loot escape, which is up here, we don't want to use these global variables anymore. We want to use the object, right? And so right here, we don't want to do money, the global variable. We want to do object.money, right? Object.money. But you'll notice here that it's underlined red. And when I hover, it says unresolved reference Daniel. And that's technical terms for Daniel does not exist here in this function definition. Right? And it's true because down in main, it's all about variable locality, right? And variables are local to the function definitions they were created in. And Daniel was created in main, so Daniel is local to main. Right? Doesn't exist over in loot escape. So in order to have Daniel exist over in loot escape, we're going to copy it, add it as an argument. So now loot escape is going to receive the Daniel, right? We're giving it Daniel. But if we give it, that means up here in the function definition, we need to receive it, Daniel. Okay, so now the reds have gone away, and we're ready to go, right? And so, yep, right here we want to use the instance variable money in the Daniel object that was passed to the function definition. Okay, so what is line 21 doing? It is saying Daniel, which is the cup holder that contains the money instance variable. Well, that money instance variable is now going to be equal to this new value. And what is that new value? It is the old value of the money instance variable plus 43. All right, great. So I also want to use it here when I'm printing out how much money I have. All right. I also want to use it down here because the hero gets barrel rolled on and gets sliced, so his health goes to 0. We don't want to use the global variable health. We want to use the object's health, the object's instance variable health. So we do that. Okay, great. And right here on 30, we don't want to print out the global variable health. We want to print out the object's instance variable health. Right? And then it's going to run check death. Check death looks like it needs to be adjusted also. So let me go see check death. Yep. Check death is using global health, but I don't want to use global health. I want to use the object's instance variable health. But notice here we have the same problem, right? Where Daniel is underlined red. So we need to do the same thing. We need to pass in the object to the function definition, and we also need to receive it. So right here is where we're calling it. I'm going to pass in Daniel, right, the object. So check death can use Daniel's health instance variable to check if he died or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and run all of that and see if it works. I'm going to press play. Daniel, enter my choice. I'm going to say 3 and hit enter. And it says hero has looted his parent skill. We should change this to Daniel. We should change that to Daniel too. All of these heroes should be Daniel. All right. But notice here it says like, yeah, now Daniel has 43 gold. Well, that 43 is coming from the object now, right? The object instance variable. And here the 0 health, well, that 0 is coming from the Daniel object. Right? And then this last portion here is checking the object's health instance variable to see if he's dead or not, right? Or he can no longer continue. So now we're using the object. All right, well, that's great. So let's go back to loot escape. Now notice we're using the object's instance variables now, right? We don't need these global variables anymore. So since we don't need them, we are going to get rid of them. Okay, and not only that, but up here I'm not only going to get rid of them in the function definitions, right, but I'm also going to get rid of them as global variables because we don't need them anymore. We have our object. All right, And so right here I would want to do Daniel plus Daniel.name, well, lowercase name plus. Right? I would want to make all the adjustments so that it prints out as Daniel does this, Daniel does that, right? Print out the name here. And so that's what I want you to do, right? I want you to get your object, pass it to your function definitions, right? Receive the object in the function definition right here, and then use the object's instance variables instead of the global variables. And so go ahead and do that and test your program, see that everything works the exact same as it did before, and then I will talk to you on the other side.